Welcome to our in-depth coverage of Manchester City's narrow but crucial 1-0 win over Wolverhampton Wanderers on May 2nd, 2025. This was more than just a Premier League game. It was a defining moment in City's top four ambitions and a battle of tactics, determination, and individual brilliance. Whether you watched it live or are catching up, this detailed breakdown will give you the full story. Coming into this match, Manchester City was feeling the pressure. They were fourth in the league, with Arsenal and Newcastle breathing down their necks. Every match counted. For Wolves, meanwhile, this game was a chance to continue their strong finish to the season. Under manager Vitor Pereira, they had found a new rhythm, having won 6 of their last 7 matches. With both teams desperate for points, this promised to be a tight contest. Right from kickoff, Wolves showed they weren't intimidated by the Etihad atmosphere. Their front three pressed high and tried to force mistakes from City's back line. In the 15th minute, a sharp move down the right saw Aït-Nouri curl in a shot that beat Ederson but clattered off the post. It was a heart-stopping moment for City fans, and a reminder that Wolves weren't here to sit back. But it wasn't long before City found their rhythm. With Kevin De Bruyne pulling the strings from midfield and Jeremy Doku constantly stretching Wolves' defense down the left wing, the home side began to dominate possession. The breakthrough finally came in the 35th minute. Doku burst down the left flank, cut inside his marker, and delivered a perfectly weighted pass to De Bruyne at the edge of the box. Calm and composed, De Bruyne placed the ball past the keeper with his weaker foot, his 108th goal in the Premier League. The Etihad erupted, not just because of the goal, but because of what it meant. That goal brought City up to third place in the table, at least temporarily, and once again demonstrated why De Bruyne is considered one of the best midfielders in the world. The second half was all about control. Wolves started with urgency, pushing forward in search of an equalizer. Matheus Cunha had a great chance in the 60th minute. After a clever 1-2 with João Gomes, he rifled a shot that rattled the crossbar. Ederson was beaten, but the bar saved City's lead. City responded by tightening up at the back. Guardiola made a couple of changes, bringing on fresh legs like Mateo Kovacic and switching to a more compact shape. Josko Gvardiol and Ruben Dias were rock solid, intercepting crosses and organizing the backline with experience beyond their years. Kyle Walker's pace on the right was crucial in dealing with Wolves' counterattacks, especially with Pedro Neto trying to exploit any space in behind. Throughout the match, the tactical battle was intense. Guardiola started with a 4-2-2-2 system, giving De Bruyne and Gundogan freedom to drift forward, while Rodri held the base. Doku and Foden stretched the play wide, pulling Wolves' midfield apart. Wolves, on the other hand, stuck to their 3-4-2-1, looking to break quickly and use width through Aït-Nouri and Semedo. But their wing-backs were pinned back for large spells, and they struggled to get numbers forward. In the final 15 minutes, Wolves threw everything forward. They brought on extra attackers, switched formations, and had several dangerous corners. But City held firm. There was a moment in the 84th minute where it looked like Wolves had equalized. A loose ball dropped to Hee-Chan Hwang inside the box, but his shot was blocked heroically by Dias. That was the last big scare. As the final whistle blew, the relief on Guardiola's face said it all. It wasn't a glamorous win. It wasn't a high-scoring affair. But it was 3 precious points. And in the context of this season, that's what matters most. Kevin De Bruyne, of course, was the star of the show. It's hard to overstate just how important he's been to City's dominance in recent years. Even as speculation swirls about his future, perhaps a move to MLS or Saudi Arabia, he continues to deliver when it matters. His vision, leadership, and cool finishing once again made the difference. Jeremy Doku also deserves praise. The young Belgian has come into his own this season, and his pace and dribbling caused Wolves problems all night. Defensively, Josko Gvardiol put in one of his best performances in a City shirt. Calm under pressure, physically dominant, and intelligent with his positioning. For Wolves, this result will sting, but there are positives to take. Their defense, particularly Agbadou and Kilman, held firm for most of the game. They were organized and disciplined, and, on another day, they could have easily come away with a point. Aït-Nouri, in particular, was impressive, defensively solid, and a constant outlet going forward. In terms of the league table, this win takes Manchester City up to 3rd place with just 3 games remaining. The race for Champions League qualification is heating up, with Arsenal, Newcastle, and even Aston Villa still in contention. City will now look ahead to their remaining fixtures with optimism, especially with De Bruyne back in top form. Wolves, meanwhile, remain mid-table, but their recent performances suggest they're building something strong under Pereira. Their pressing game, transitional speed, and overall squad depth have improved dramatically since the start of the season. Post-match, Guardiola praised his team's resilience, especially in such a high-pressure situation. "We didn't play our best game, but we showed heart," he said. "Sometimes, grinding out a 1-0 win is more important than a flashy 5-0. These are the wins that count in May." Vitor Pereira was equally proud of his players. "We were inches away, literally 2 shots off the woodwork. We fought until the end. I can't fault the effort," he said during the press conference. Social media, as expected, lit up with reactions. Fans hailed De Bruyne's goal as vintage brilliance, while others debated City's tactical approach. Wolves supporters expressed frustration, but also pride in how their team competed at the Etihad. Memes, match reactions, and tactical threads were trending on X and Instagram for hours after full time. Historically, City has had the upper hand over Wolves, but the past few seasons have seen some surprises. This matchup continues to be one of the more underrated fixtures in the Premier League calendar, with plenty of drama and unpredictable moments. Looking ahead, City's remaining fixtures are tricky. They'll face Brighton away, followed by a clash with Tottenham, and then close the season against Brentford. All teams fighting for their own goals, whether European spots or survival. Every point will count. For Wolves, the focus will be on finishing strong and building momentum for next season. With players like Aït-Nouri, Cunha, and Neto developing well, and a solid tactical setup under Pereira, they have a real shot at challenging for European football next year. And so, as we close the chapter on another gritty, hard-fought Premier League contest, one thing is clear: City knows how to get the job done, even when it's ugly. It's what champions do. And while Wolves didn't take any points, they won respect. Thanks for tuning in to this in-depth breakdown of Manchester City's 1-0 win. over Wolverhampton. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more football insights and match stories. See you next time.